All right, so here we are on the Gear Exchange. I'm gonna sign up here, create my account. You can't see that, but I can. Okay, it's Monday, March 3rd at 11:52 a.m. Let's see how quickly I can get a guitar. But before we do that, let's talk about the sponsor of this video, Sweetwater Gear Exchange. You have the lowest seller fees on the market today, as well as the option to redeem your earnings for a Sweetwater gift card, paying $0 in fees. You get all the money if you plan on reinvesting in more gear, which, let's be honest, a lot of us do. So this is a really cool aspect of this marketplace. I highly recommend you check out the Sweetwater Gear Exchange, link in the description. Now let's get to the video. All right. The greatest guitar under $1,000 that I can find on Sweetwater's Gear Exchange starts now. I guess I'll click guitars. The first thing I see is a used Epiphone. I'm not going in that direction. Leave a comment. If you had $1,000 to spend on any guitar, it doesn't have to be on the Gear Exchange, what would you target? Is it something that you already have that you want to maybe have a different version of? Is it something completely different? Something you've never even played before? How far would you be willing to go? Because this is sight unseen, remember what I'm doing here. I can't try any of these out. So I immediately see a Silver Sky SE for $625. I'm also thinking about what guitars are even worth these days and what kind of deal I can get. So there's a lot of things to consider here. I don't think quantity is going to be an issue because look at all of these categories. We got 2,200 electric guitars currently on the website. Let's see what the oldest listing on the Gear Exchange is right now. It's a 2008 Gibson Les Paul Studio. I have to say, out of all the Les Pauls in the lineup, a Studio might be my least favorite. And of course, leave a comment why I'm wrong. 2,100 bucks for a Jackson. I wish I had a little more money to spend. I like a soap bar Jackson. Something you don't see every day, you know? It's a cool guitar. This is the first one that I pull up. It's a little bit over my budget, but I've always wanted a Flying V. Okay, this is a good instinct. I'm not gonna get this one. This is a little too off the wall, but I'm starting to understand my tendencies. I'm leaning towards something I don't have. So a guitar under $1,000, maybe the first parameter is something you don't already have. Closest thing I have is a Gibson Explorer as far as shaped guitars go. Let me change the search parameters. How about, what's the most expensive guitar on this marketplace? $10,000, 67, $335. Wow, that could be a good deal. Like if this was hanging in a vintage guitar shop, somebody came in off the street, you might see this for 11, 12. I don't know, I think they need to upload a higher quality picture. So I am looking, when I'm buying anything online, I want to know exactly what it is, and especially if I'm spending a lot of money on it, 10 grand, I need a higher resolution photo. I'm sure I could simply contact the seller and say, hey, got any higher res pics? I'm not gonna send that. I don't want to get their hopes up. But anyway, good deal, I think, if you're on the vintage market. Anyone spending money, even if they see great quality pictures, will contact the seller when they're dropping 5 figures. Let's go back to guitars and check out some acoustics. And I'm just gonna see if anything catches my eye. I haven't searched anything in the search bar. This was all pretty random. I'm not sure what their algorithm, how they match things, but I'm not seeing anything yet as far as the acoustic. Whoa, why do I have expensive taste? Cole Clark, I don't even know what Cole Clark is, but this looks really nifty. Got a really nice electronic system in there, it seems. Cole Clark. Again, not on my list, but cool guitar nonetheless. Okay, 100 bucks for this. Do I just bump my budget down to 900 and get this just for posterity? I mean, this would make a great guest bedroom ornament. Just lean it in the corner. You know this is handmade. You know, somebody didn't put this through a CNC machine or anything like that. This is hand-painted quality we're talking here. All right, back to electric guitars. Let's get serious here. Oh, the Steve Vai Universe, baby. I haven't seen one of these in a minute. 7-stringer. It's not under 1,000. I can't break my rule. There's a reason rules exist. To keep us confined in the box. Sheep in a herd. No, I'm not gonna talk myself into it. That is a really cool, I love the green with the black. Okay, back. I'm gonna go through some brands. Let's just say PRS guitars. I wanna get an idea because I know what these guitars are worth new fairly well just because I work with them a lot, and wanna see high to low prices. There's probably some really cool 10 tops. Oh man, the freaking semi-hollow McCarty. Oh, this is a newer guitar, but this cut reminds me of my buddy Rob Compa from Dopapod. He had something similar, same kind of finish, that honey. Ooh, that's out of my price range. Get off, come on, stick to the title, man. We're getting down, getting down, getting down. Can I get any sort of S2 for under $1,000? That would be an instant purchase, I think. 1175. And we hit the 950 with the SE. So this is not a PRS. So close though. This is basically a marketplace akin to any other you would find on the internet. Just a different community, I would say, and the website is flawless. I'll say that as well. Let's see what kind of market they have for Suhr guitars. Let's go boutique. Oh, Suhrs? I mean, the most underrated boutique guitar brand, will you say? What would you say? Let's keep moving here. It doesn't look like we're gonna get even close to 1,000. Nobody's an idiot on the Sweetwater Gear Exchange. 97 USA Roadhouse, baby. This is exactly what I'm looking for. A little vintagey, not quite there yet, but whoa. I love a 90s Strat. Just give me anything American made in that decade. Pretty nice looking. I don't see much wear and tear. D's Great Gear in Pick City, North Dakota. I mean, can you live in a cooler guitar town than that? Body has a very light scratch near the strap button that would not show well in the photos. Classic. I'm not seeing any light scratch. It is not showing well. Unless he's talking about the other strap button. I don't see it. Oh, I guess right here. So it looks like a some sort of white ding. Maybe slammed it against the wall. Got a treble horn ding. But overall, I mean, you know, looking at the guitar like that, I don't care if there's dings on a guitar. That's what makes a guitar unique, and it's a tool after all. Not to be resold necessarily, but to get use. This is a contender, I will say. I'm gonna go ahead and add that to my watch list. Okay, let's go in another direction. Gibson SG. 750, there's two in our price range. I don't like either of them. Moving on. Something I've never owned is a Kramer guitar. Do you guys ever hear about Kramer guitars? This is the one that I've seen before. It's like a Duke. Yeah, the Duke Special. Very strange, interesting guitar. I know Van Halen is associated with older Kramers, and I don't really know the story of these. I don't think I would want this exact guitar, but I am intrigued by it. Kramer Jersey. Wait. This is right in our price range. Looks kind of epic. Is that a sticker? Ask if you need more pictures. I would do that if I wanted this. I don't think it's quite my style. We're gonna keep going. Epiphone Flying V. Oh, look at this BC Rich Draco. That's ridiculous. Might have to do a video on BC Rich at one point. I mean, this is just insane. Man, kinda wanna get that, but I won't. This isn't necessarily the best deal, but I can make an offer. And maybe I didn't think about that as I've been searching through, that I can actually make an offer on these. It could be a guitar that's like $1,200 and I offer $1,000. That would count. That would count. We'll just add that little price range in. See, I could maybe get this for $1,000. Look at this Jimi Hendrix Love Drops Flying V electric guitar from Epiphone. I mean, that is a guitar I would like to have. I have photos and posters of Hendrix all over the place, and this is a really cool case. You just know you're not gonna see many of these, I don't think. I've never even heard of this, to be honest with you. This was originally a Sunburst. Jimi Hendrix customizes ebony refinished Gibson Flying V with psychedelic graphics, and get out of my face. Pop-up. Love Drops Flying V also features a mahogany body, one-piece mahogany neck, and a rounded seat profile, so it kind of would feel like my Explorer, I bet. Inspired by Gibson custom logo and reproduction of Jimi's signature, so it looks pretty cool, I have to say. Like, just if it plays well. That's my only concern here. So we're adding more parameters for how I would look for a new guitar on the internet. Obviously researching, if I find something on the marketplace, I go research what the heck it might be and what it's worth, just to make sure I'm not getting ripped off. Again, not trying to resell anything here, but just trying to get a good deal, trying to make sure that it's a good time for all. I'm gonna go ahead and add that to my watch list, and we'll add one more guitar to my watch list, just to have three to choose from, and we'll go through the pros and cons. I do have to make an offer on this one, so I don't even know if this one's technically in the running, but we shall find out. We'll stick with this price range here. We'll go with some brands that I'm interested there are guitars in that price range. So Dan Electro, I love Dan Electro. How about, let's see, what else? PRS I'll throw in there just to see. How about Vox? I don't know what that would be. G&L, always an interesting brand that I've never actually tried out. Fender, there's gonna be a lot of Mexican-made ones that I don't necessarily want. I'm gonna go with Charvel? And one brand I've never heard of, Lackland. We'll just throw it in there, see what it is. So let's come up with a contender on this list. Sort it from high to low. Dan Electro, okay, 64S, so this is kind of just a new guitar that they're selling for cheap. Not interested. Want something with a little character, a little soul, maybe a little uniqueness. Not something that I can necessarily go online and just buy from a retailer. Not seeing what I'm interested in here. Although I don't know anything about this. Let me just check this G&L. G&L Fullerton Deluxe Skyhigh. I was under the impression G&Ls were American-made guitars, and any American-made guitar under $1,000 is worth exploring. Let's see what G&L has to say about this. This is the original. Yeah, I mean, right there, made in Fullerton, California. This is a really cool G&L guitar that's probably worth double this if you paid normal price whenever it was made, but it's just beat up. What does the description say? Multiple indentations with finished cracks on the lower treble side of the body's top as well as on the headstock's top side. Let me see. Indentations, I don't really see a ton. There are also fine scratches that do not appear in the guitar gallery images. So they're saying there's problems with these images that I'm not totally seeing. This is a really cool guitar. It reminds me of a bunch of guitars and none of them. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on my list. I've heard only good things about G&L. The Fender history and all that, you know? The design of these. I've never played one though. How can I buy a guitar I've never played? Well, let's figure it out. We're gonna go to my watch list. And these are the 3 contenders. I mean, this is tough. I can absolutely get 2 of them out of the 3 with just 1 click. I'm really tempted by the Epiphone. I'm just such a sucker for Hendrix. What's my problem? Do I have an unnatural obsession with that dude? He's just a guy, freaking cool guy. In the end, when it comes down to buying any guitar, does it give you the feeling inside? And when you can't play it, you know, that's really just enhancing the nerdy part of this whole equation, just geeking out about the specs and what it's gonna sound like, and I could look at gear demos. I don't really want to. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make an offer on this. I think this G&L is a good deal. As you can see, it was $1332. I'm gonna use this as my backup, and as much as I like this Candy Apple Red Strat, we're gonna go ahead and take it out. And you will see me with either one of these guitars after, well, right now. 1.5 days later, and it's here. Let's open it up. I don't know if this came with a case. It did. Nice. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah. I don't see any real problems. There's a couple, I guess these are the indentations. I would put these in my guitar within a week of owning it, to be honest with you. The way I play and like lean forward over a desk. You guys ever do that? You're playing, recording something, you lean forward, hit your guitar on the desk. That's what that's from. So I can relate to whoever owned this guitar. And I gotta say, really cool. Feels like home. Feels familiar. Let's plug it in. guitar rules, dude. Got the split here, 3-way, workhorse.